the whole, as long as you have fun, and it sort of explains a lot of the background. So, welcome one and all. We're starting our Lost Colony campaign with a Hell on Earth adventure. Yeah, but anyway, so I think what we should do is I'll get you to introduce your Hell on Earth characters, and I'll go left to right as they're on my screen. So that means we're starting with Kid Shalene. You do know each other. You're a party, by the way.
Kid Shalene, for a description, he's tall in height, lean in build, quick in action, shoulder-length silver gray hair, piercing gray eyes, clean-shaven, well-weathered hide, dresses well in black, white, and silver. He's wearing a pair of well-used pearl-handled revolvers. His profession is gunslinger.
Thank you very much. Okay, that brings us to Billagina.
Yeah, so Billagina is a psyker and medium height, bald, because psykers use so much brain power that they fry their own hairs off. And yeah, with some guns, 2 guns, and a large spiked club to also make some of her foes bald.
Wonderful stuff. That brings us to Boris the Younger, apparently.
Boris the Youngest.
Youngest, I apologise.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, Boris is, he's got kind of short hair. The sides of his head are shaved clean. He is a Templar. He's got a big sword that he carries on one hip and a pistol on the other. He is kind of average height and look, but he seems to always be looking down his nose at everything. Just he feels like he's superior to everything, but he will work with people if absolutely necessary.
Okay, that brings us to Crazy Cal and Dogmeat.
Crazy Cal is medium height female. She's dressed in leathers. She's got a brace on her right leg. She's got her best friend and a shotgun strapped to her hip and a knife on the other side. She's got and her best friend and companion is a large Malinois shepherd who would just as soon take a chunk out of you as look for a pet. So Dogmeat is her best bud, and the two of them have been traveling the waste together for quite some time in a nice big heavy one of the last of the big iron cars, a heavy metal named Bandit.
Wonderful
That's
stuff.
Cal.
That's Cal. Thank you very much. Mr. Alvarez, what are you up to, sir?
Yeah, Joaquin Alvarez is a lean fellow in his mid-30s of Hispanic descent. Like Boris the Youngest, he carries a sword, though. The blade he carries looks oriental in style, and he also has a bow along with the submachine gun that he's managed to scrounge up from somewhere. And like Boris, he is at least known to the rest of the group to be one of the Templars out of Boise. And he's not so much one for looking down his nose on people. He's got an easy laugh and is a bit of a joker, but he will help anybody that's willing to help themselves.
Wonderful stuff. And last but not least is Josanne.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's red-haired and shy.
He's red-haired and shy. Oh yeah. Sorry,
he got abused his whole childhood for being a ginger.
You're a junker out of.
But he lets it out in other ways.
Yes. To answer your question, your flamethrower is basically the weird science junker device you built that lets you use your burst power. So that's where your flamethrower is. It's your. Oh, hang on. You're not leveled up. Yes, you have. I just haven't set your seasoned. That's all good, right? So it's all very well. So say we're on the hell on earth, but when I start my story, we're going to sort of fade you all into the background as you're all just memories. So,
Memories.
the wind never really stops on Banshee. It only changes its mind about how it screams. Tonight it claws at the rocks outside the cave mouth, dragging grit and dust along like the stone like a warning whispered too late. Inside the cave it is narrow, but deep enough to keep the worst of the wind at bay. Shadows dance along the walls as a small fire spits and crackles. Its flame fed sparingly. The fuel is never wasted out here. Two figures sit close to the heat. One is human, wrapped in a battered coat, patched too many times to count, boots crushed with red dust. His face is lined, but his eyes are sharp. He watches the fire, the way a man watches an old
Watching the
enemy.
bar, man. Don't watch the bar.
Respectful, but never trusting. The other is an anouk, taller, broader, purple skin catching the firelight in deep hues of violet. She sits comfortably, still as if the cave itself grew around her, and her gaze drifts towards the storm outside, listening to the wind while the others listen to voices. For a while, neither speaks. Then you look, finally turns her head. You said you were there, she says, at the beginning. Human exhales, the fire pops. We go.
Yeah, he replies. I was.
He pokes the coals with a stick, sending sparks upwards like dying stars.
My name's, well, nowadays it's Helvo, and this is how it all went wrong. Back before I came here, back home, people thought Earth was done surprising us. See, humans had been messing with things they didn't really understand for a long time. Monsters, spirits, things that fed on fear. They were always there. Most folks just pretended they weren't.
He glances at the eunuch, gauging her.
Long before cities, before guns, before Ghost Rock, there were people who did understand. Shaman, guardians, they fought something big. Bad spirits, demons, whatever name you like. They locked most of them away, sealed the door, and paid for it by standing watch forever. Then one man decided he didn't care about the price. Raven, that was his name. Lost his people, lost his world. Instead of letting the pain burn out, he fed it. Found the door those old shaman were guarding and kicked it open.
Fire crackles louder for a moment.
He murdered the guardians, let the worst things loose again, and in return they gave him power, made him the first servant of something bigger. 4 somethings, actually. War, famine, pestilence, death. For a while, things didn't look so bad. The world kept turning, new tech, new wars, new excuses to kill each other. Then Ghost Rock showed up.
Shakes his head slowly.
That stuff burned hotter than coal, screamed when you lit it, and made people rich enough to stop asking questions. We built engines, bombs, a ship to travel through to other stars. and we had found your world. Banshee, a living planet. Wind that howls like it knows your name. And ghost struck. All over again.
Sorry. Oh. Sorry. Right, someone just
Okay.
pointed out what the characters. Okay. Ghost Rock all over again. Yeah, there we are.
We mined it and shipped it through the gateway back home until one day the gate closed, cutting off everyone here, trapping them, making Banshee a lost colony. You see, when the bombs finally dropped, ghost rock bombs, it wasn't just fire that killed people. It was what came with it. Spirits, storms of screaming souls, cities turned into nightmares that never stopped. The horsemen walked the earth. 15 years of slaughter. Millions dead. And when they were done, Earth was still there, just broken. But here's the part most people miss. Humanity didn't die, not all the way. We crawled out the ruins, built again, fought again, always fighting. Back on Earth, things were already burning when Silas Rasmussen decided he wanted more. Called himself the Mutant King of Vegas. Thought the glow made him chosen. He tore open a gate through the hunting grounds and sent his monsters through it. Trogs, Grundies, Doombringers, straight into a mutant city that had dared to turn its back on him. Armana never stood a chance. When it was over, Silas blamed the slaughter on the humans living there and whipped his people into a frenzy. War was coming. He just needed fuel. So he went to Yucca Mountain, said it was holy, said it was necessary. Truth was, he drained himself opening that gate and needed more radiation to keep Vegas and himself glowing. Whatever really happened there, the story that came back was simple. Norm terrorists destroyed the site. Another excuse. Another lie. That's when the Combine stepped in. Machines marching out of Denver, talking about efficiency and harvest like they were crops instead of people. Silas didn't care. He thought he could use them. Then turn on them once they'd done the hard part. The plan was simple. The Combine would hit Junkyard head on. Silas would smash the convoy from the west. Everybody thought they were the ones doing the betraying. The harvest was set for midnight, January 1st. 1 day away. And that, Halvo says quietly, that is where the story really begins.
Then you did that rather well, didn't you? Hope you're happy with it.
Thank you.
Okay. So, hopefully that gives you an idea. So, basically speaking, the setup. Where's the setup? So shortly after when we first received all of you characters together, it's shortly after dinner on the 31st of December 2095. Actually, it's only 2 years before the last campaign. I thought it was earlier than that. Oh well. You need to be somewhere. Basically, well, actually, let's be. Yeah, you're basically. You're obviously in Junkyard when it all kicks off. I forgot earlier to remind myself what I'm going to do. As you're walking around Junkyard, the scale of what's coming becomes immediately clear. There are hundreds of vehicles that are making up the convoy that you're joining part of. They're parked in disciplined ranks along an east-west ridge that stretched across the desert south of Provo. Actually, it wouldn't have been junkyard then. Defensive positions are dug in along the... Actually, you're defending it. Shutting up. Defensive positions are dug in along the ridge, all facing south with heavy weapons deployed and slight lines cleared. This is not a temporary camp or a show of force. It is a basically full-blown battle, battle formations prepared for a major battle. Basically, looking around, you pick out that amid the chaos of preparation, there are large numbers of doomsayers here, many wearing distinctive purple robes, as well as several tribes of mutants who are clearly welcome and treated as allies. As you look around, basically, it looks like anyone who's anybody seems to be here. Whatever fight you've been dragged into, it's going to be a big one. At the head of the convoy is Fuller Goose Mattox, a hard-eyed veteran who has kept this rolling army together through years of war and loss. Goose is present overseeing preparations and issuing orders, but he leaves the task of addressing his I can't speak. Sorry, guys. He leaves the task of addressing you to one of his trusted lieutenants. Is basically it's I've lost my statistics. Goose or himself not special. Okay. You basically Calvin the Preacher Ellis is the one that's obviously is the one that meets you. He formally greets you all. He looks tired, dust streaked, and stretched thin, but his voice carries clearly as he steps forward before continuing. Don't care about it. It's a railroad. You're here because you're the heroes. That's all good. Evening, brothers and sisters. Name's Calvin Ellis, but most folks call me Preacher. Used to be one once upon a time. I reckon you're wondering why you got called all the way out here. Truth is, it's bad news. The Combine's harvest has begun. And it don't stop there. Throckmorton's cut himself a deal with the Cult of Doom. Silas Rameson's on the move, and he's bringing around 20,000 of his three-eyed freaks with him. From what we can tell, the Doomies are coming up I-17 to hit Junkyard from the south, while the convoy comes in from the north, or the east, or maybe both if they're feeling ambitious. Ellis gestures towards the ridge and the prepared defensives. Our job is to stop the muties right here, in these hills, outside Old Provo. We've got the high ground, good sight lines, and we're spread out enough that their magic won't wipe us all out in one go. Once we've done our part, we move north and hit Throckmorton's lot from the flank. Hit hard and fast. That's the only way Junkyard holds. He draws himself up a little straighter. So we're calling in every friendly gun with a reputation. What do you say, brothers and sisters? You ready to stand with us?
Gee, 20,000? On a good day, I could maybe take 5,000. That leaves 15 for all you guys. What do you reckon?
I'm gonna need more ammo.
Kid, I think you're going to need more booze. Oh,
gonna need a
Boris,
bigger
don't look like that.
Well, you got to go sometime. May as well go for doing a good cause.
That's what they say.
Oh. Oh, well.
Well, sure. I'm in. Why not?
Can't wait to get some of these guys a new haircut.
I don't have anything particularly pressing going on right now.
Unfortunately, your characters don't get a choice because Chavez remembers you being here, which is why you're all there.
Oh, hell.
But you get to roleplay your answers, so chosen. And that's the thing I would like to point out. Whenever you're feeling railroaded, remember it's Chavez's fault. He's telling the adventure, not me.
Yeah, when Boris does that response, Alvarez is going to punch him on the shoulder and say, "Hey, test of worth. These guys are helping themselves. We got to help them. Screw that. I got nothing better to do."
Righty.
Boris looks at Alvarez and looks down at his shoulder and looks back over to Alvarez and just turns away.
You got $357 left, Kid Shalene. I think you can buy some more bullets before you got here. You want to double them up. Josen sets off his flamethrower. That sounds good to me. Righty ho. Once okay, you're ordered to well, it's suggested, I would rather, you position yourselves wherever you see fit. As you look at it, you can either take up defensive positions along the ridge south of Provo, or if you want to, you can search for a more creative vantage point from which to fight.
Well, I'm better up close and personal, but let's get into the trenches.
Have some notice checks as you're looking over the battlefield.
Do we have a map of the area, or a vague map, so that we can have an idea?
The whole thing's going to be theatre of the mind. I wouldn't worry too much.
Righto.
Oh, hell. What are those rolls? I think I don't know, are we all drunk or something? We don't see shit in the dark, or what is it?
Get the bad rolls out of the way before you need the good ones. That's what
Yeah.
Josen and Dogmeat, but Dogmeat probably doesn't have any tactical. So Josen and Bill, you're the only two that seem to notice it. With all the bravado and everything else, as you look around you look at the fortifications and everything else, you can't help but notice that that's a very disciplined force of defenders you're joining out there. They're well equipped and determined, but there's probably only about 4,000 of them. And if rumours are to be true, there's 20,000 enemy troops heading towards you. But I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. You'll be good. So, so it's purely a narrative perspective. You can either choose to stand together or spread yourselves out on the battlefield. It's a slight variation of a quick encounter. What I've tried to do is adapt the quick combat rules from the original, original adventure, which is actually a Deadlands Hell on Earth classic adventure. So,
and it's totally where the mass battle rules from Savage Worlds came from.
Yes, exactly. So it's going to be an interesting hybrid, and obviously it will still work the same way, and I'll get onto that later on about that. But basically, how well you roll not only decides how battered you are at the end of the fight, but we do get to calculate your body counts for personal kills at the end of each fight. So it's really up to you. Cool. But from a purely narrative perspective, if you can picture sort of fortifications. There'll be trenches, there'll be units here, there, and everywhere. You can just basically decide here. You can just decide where you want to set yourselves up from a purely narrative perspective. There's no map on the battlefield. Just picture sort of a cross between post-apocalyptic World War I trenches. I suspect is probably the way to go.
I mean, tactically, it's pretty easy, right? Everyone gets to kill 5 people, and then we're done, right?
You might want.
You're absolutely right. I like that.
That's one way of looking at it, Billa. But you don't have to stop at 5, okay?
Yeah, I mean, if you insist that you want to give me some more, I mean, no problem. But I want want everyone to get a kill, you know?
But hey, look, you're the big bad psycho. You were in the army. I mean, you know how to do this shit.
Each one after 5 is just bragging rights, is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not that arrogant, you know?
Tell you what. One bottle of whiskey says, I'm going to get more than you, Billa.
Yeah, we'll see about that run, right? If nothing else, I'm gonna wipe your mind, and then it's easy, right?
Oh, you just try it.
Kid Shalene looks for a Gatling gun emplacement and settles in.
Okey-doke. Okay, Bella.
Alton,
Yeah,
maybe
okay.
I could do a runaround utilizing the car and some bundled sticks of TNT
Sounds good to me.
and basically drive through some of these attackers and throw some bombs and see if we can take a few out from the back, or not
Alvarez is going
knowing
to
what
get
they're
down.
going to be arriving in.
Alvarez is going to get down in the trenches that have been designed to funnel some of the mutants into killing zones, and he'll be making a few practice swipes with his katana.
Reasonable. Just where does anyone else want to set themselves up?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold myself to also like a little bit more of a defensive position. I mean, I do have my large club, but yeah, if I think about it, if I need to take out 5 people, scalping 5 people at the same time is a little bit difficult. So maybe I'm gonna use my guns a little more and my psychic power. And when I use them and point to my head, I don't want the enemies to get the wrong idea that I'm pointing where they're gonna shoot. So yeah, probably a little bit more of a hidden position for me.
Okay, sounds good. That just leaves Boris and Josen.
Boris is going to situate himself on the east end of the line,
Okay.
looking for an opportunity to flank the enemy.
All sounds good to me. Josen?
You know that Josan, he don't talk much, does he?
He don't talk much, but that's fine. I'm sure he'll be when the time comes, he'll be fine. Around midnight, the first signs come to those who know how to look for it. Anyone got low light vision or night vision or any other good abilities like that?
I've got a
not really.
We got
lantern.
car headlights. That count?
Oh, go on. I'll let you use car headlights. Make a notice check. I wouldn't worry about it. But based from other people that obviously the convoy, someone shouts, "Put those lights out!" somewhere down the line, because the convoy maintains strict light discipline. No fires, no flashlights, no smoking from the ridge. The camp is little more than a smear of shadow against the desert. But it doesn't seem to matter anyway. Somehow the mutants have sensed you. You hear mutters that maybe they can smell the camp. Others point out the obvious, that many mutants have eyes built for darkness, and a few dozen pairs of glowing pupils are enough to give. It becomes quickly obvious that the enemy has arrived. As I say, the only thing in your favour is the belief that Silas the Mutant King, doesn't know how many defenders are out here. So with the darkness and your light disciplines and superior training, you may well be able to overwhelm the fact you're outnumbered. The enemy don't know that. But eventually everyone knows they're coming as the mutants advance to roughly half a mile of the ridge. The elite troops dismount first, stepping down from battered buses and trucks that pulled them here. The rest spill out behind, forming uneven, poorly aligned ranks on foot, a shambling, ugly echo of disciplined armies from another. For several minutes, nothing happens. Then a voice cuts through the night. It's tinny and distorted, carried on a truck-mounted loudspeaker, but there's no mistaking it. By the tone alone, it can only be Silas Rasmussen. I can't speak.
Rasmussen.
Thank you. I know it's Rasmussen. I just can't say it. I've lost the ability to enunciate my words today. The voice booms, warped by cheap amplification and fanatic conviction. Brothers, sisters, and those in between, our day has come. The Norbs who destroyed our errant brothers in the Hamana stand before us now. They hate you for your scaly skin, for your sharp eyes, for your great teeth, for your strength that frightens us. They would kill you for what you are. They would mount your three-eyed skulls on their walls and laugh while they'll do it. The words roll across the desert, carried by wind and hate alike. But tonight, we strike at their heart. Tonight, we tear down the walls of Junkyard, where mutants are tortured, broken, and made into slaves, where our brothers and sisters and in-betweeners are caged, cut, and fed to animals for the amusement of tyrants, a so-called Iron Alliance. Loudspeaker crackles as he leads closer. We'll show the norms what it is. We'll show the norms that it is they who evolution has passed over. We will they who will serve, they who will be shown the true kindness of mutantdom by ending their pathetic, antiquated existence. Are you with me? The roar from the mutant horde rolls across the desert like a physical thing, pounding against the ridge and rattling in your chests. For a split second, it stirs an old, unsettling memory of packed stadiums before the war, of tens of thousands of fans screaming so loudly the visiting team couldn't hear their own signals. Oh yeah, there would have been vocal, wouldn't there? There's an abuse, half-formed urge to wave your hands to try to quiet them. Silas bellows a few more times, working the horde into a frenzy, and then he shouts the one word everyone has been dreading. Charge!
Yo, Mila, you see that? You see that really big one there?
Yeah.
You get that? It still only counts as one.
Yeah. Sure. So if that's not 3, I don't know what is.
The mutant assault charges forward. A few hundred scream ahead on bikes and jury-rigged cars, bristling with machine guns, rockets, and scavenged weapons. The rest come on foot, thousands of them howling, firing wildly and sprinting across the open ground towards the ridge. The convoy answers immediately. Artillery hidden further back near Provo thunders into life, joined by waves of Junker-built weapons whose designs no longer resemble anything from before. The big guns focus on vehicles first, detonating bites on trucks in gouts of flame and twisted metal, and sweep their fire across the advancing troops. As the mutants close to within a couple of 100 yards, small arm fire erupts along the ridge. Tracers cut through the dark, tearing into the first ranks and dropping bodies by the dozen. The ground between the horde and the convoy becomes a killing field. Right, now, remind myself, get it secret, or should we let Yeah, no, I think that's fine. I'll share that one. Combat rules. So, get back to where we were. Opening moves. Yep. Then the mutants reach the foxholes. The artillery falls silent, and then the real fighting begins. Gunfire hammers from both sides as the green-robed Doombringers and Doomslayers surge forward amongst the horde, unleashing crackling arcs of arcane power. Nukes, EMPs, MIRVs detonate along the ridgeline in a hellish barrage, obliterating fortifications and killing scores of defenders in seconds. Convoy and its allies hold big explosions by the attackers just enough time. Through the smoke, fire, and screaming wind, and hundreds of mutants, they reach the ridge itself. Final salvos rip into them at point-blank range, but too many to make it through. They crash into the front lines in waves of bodies, claws and blades, dragging the fight into brutal, close quarters chaos. Right. So, you've obviously been taking part in the fighting, but unfortunately the beauties have gained the ridge. Hang on, that's the third round. So that's my mistake. I've got my order wrong there. So yeah, you got 2 rounds and try to prevent the muties taking the ridge. So that might not happen actually. So as it says there, we're going to be, each of these rounds will be like 2 to 5 minutes of chaotic large scale fighting, in which you each get a single roll. So your base first describe the action and how you're contributing and choosing pretty much, well, those are the ones I thought of, but if you can come up with other ones, there's no reason you can't. Then we actually look at the card you've been dealt. So, of course, you may want to spend bennies to change cards and all that, but obviously that's what defines it. Obviously, clubs means something goes a bit wrong. Diamonds, you keep steady under fire. With hearts, with momentum and adrenaline on your side, and you're getting advantages. And with spades, you're getting a tactical opportunity. Again, from a purely narrative, because this is your chance to shine and just explain how wonderfully you're doing. You can factor in those cards. We'll worry about that when the time comes. Then you get to make the roll. And then we basically, well, hang on, 5 to 10 minutes of intense fighting, and I said 2 to 5 at the top. So, yeah, we'll call it 5 to 10. Then we work out your resource drain, your ammo and power points. Then there's an escalation rule later on where basically, once it gets to the third round, it starts getting, it becomes more drastic because you're basically fighting. So obviously you'll be spending your power points and your ammo, and if you run out, then obviously you can restock and stuff. So don't worry too much about that. And obviously you can spend bennies at any time to regain power points. So let's see what happens. It's the first wave coming in. They're into the trenches, which I do believe is where some of you said you are. Straight off the bat, Crazy Cow gets you all some bennies with a joker.
Hooray!
It looks like Jason's on a spades. We've got Billa on hearts. Oh, Boris the Younger's on a club. It's skeleton. And
Jurassic Park.
Chavo's on a club as well. So
let's change that.
Oh,
Well, hey.
another joker.
another
Halbo's on a
joker.
joker. Which means that Halbo and Crazy Cal both need another card to find out what we're actually on.
So. You lost me there.
Yeah, after the joker, you need another card.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
so
need
if
another
you-
card. Yes, of
Yeah,
course
To
you do.
decide what suit we're on.
I mean, we can make it +10 for everything, but
Yeah, sure.
Well, you've technically already got the club, so it's up to you if you want to change that.
No, because I spent a penny to get the joker, so I need another card, and Cal needs a card to find out what we're actually on.
Yes.
There you go.
That's what it says.
It does say that. So
I've
you're
got
on
another bloody club.
Okay.
So
I'm
you're
on
a
the
club,
eight of
Simon. You're on a
diamonds.
club. You're on a club. Because you can't change your act. You can't, you know what I mean? You've got the joker bonus, but you'll still have the club, which they will actually count each other out potentially, but you could be a bit clever if you look at your stats there.
Oh, yes, I can.
Okie dokie. So, oh, I haven't got F12 set up. That's terrible. Let me set up F12. There we go. F12. So now I can actually see what's going on. There we go.
Okay, so Alvarez said he was getting down into the sort of the forward areas of the trenches where the initial charge of the mutants is likely to be funneled, and he's ready there with his blade, and so he's going to be using fighting this round. And indeed, he's kind of overextended himself a little. He's got out a little ahead of the rest of the convoy and Iron Alliance troops, and ends up completely surrounded by a large group of Silas's shock charge mutants. But even with all of that, it's almost like he's got some kind of divine inspiration, the way that he's fighting, and his blade flashes and cuts down many of the attacking mutants around him.
Okay, I take it you're using your fighting skill.
I am indeed using my fighting skill.
Okay, so it's a -1 penalty because you overextended yourself, but you do get the joker bonus.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I make that a success with 2 raises.
It is, yes.
Okay, so you are a force of distraction. No damage is taken, and if you want bragging rights, you can roll 3d6 to see how many enemies you claim.
Take it these don't ace.
These don't ace, no. In addition, you can, because you got 2 more raises, you can ignore a complication on the following round.
Awesome.
So if you get Delta
He
Club,
slices, he juliennes.
And by the end of it, 14 mutants have fallen to your blade. That gets us to Crazy Cow.
Yo, Bila, I got your 5 too.
Yeah.
All right, Cal and Dogmeat are in the bandit, and we're just gonna go lothing through and running over as many of these mutes as we can, and we just put the pedal to the metal and try to pretend like we're in Death Race 2000.
You put your pedal to the metal and your foot to the floor.
Yeah.
Are you going to go for driving or shooting?
Driving.
Hold on. Did I? Yes, I did. What I should have done is, because you are seasoned characters. Yeah, sound effects aren't working today. Why? I'm not saying you necessarily ought to use it yet, but you should at least have one with your seasoned characters.
One conviction, because now I have 2, actually.
Yeah, so do I. So Dogmeat only has 1.
Okay, so who?
You guys obviously did something a little more.
Yeah, so in that case,
I mean, I'm very convinced that that's fair, but you know.
That's my mistake. I obviously hadn't given everyone 1 point of conviction, so I've now made sure everyone's got 2 points.
There we go.
Hooray!
Whether you need it or not is another matter. Okay, so a 9 basically means you got a raise, so you dominate the moment. No damage is taken. You may get to roll if you get your bragging rights for number of enemies, and obviously you can also narrate your cinematic moment, which of course you should have gotten 2 or more raises by.
Oh. So yeah, we bandit is just the dust is flying up out of it, and it just looks like this cloud of dust just blows right through the hordes, and bodies are flying left, right, and center over the interceptor has one of those cattle catchers, so you can ram the cars from behind to stop them, and they're getting flung left, right, and center over the up over the hood, and Dogmeat's just like got her tongue stuck out and just waiting to grab something that tries to get inside.
Oh, I love the Dogmeat touch. Yes, because obviously Dogmeat is going on their own card, so we'll find out what happens to Dogmeat. But that gets us to Boris.
Okay, Boris has problems. He was planning on doing some shooting, but it looks like his pistol is trying to do strange and nasty things to him. But let's go ahead and see what we can do here.
Poor sight lines. Oh, it's yeah. Basically, you know what it is? It's unfortunately you went out on the east flank, and unfortunately you got caught up with all the dust and dirt and smoke being churned up by Crazy Cow driving along at high speeds.
No, there's a success and a raise though.
Oh, that's okay then. So, even with the -2, yes, it is, because you got to land. Nicely done. Okay, success and a raise. So, well, first things first, let's find out your bragging rights. 9 kills. And go for it. Narrate your brief cinematic moment.
Yeah, he was having some issues with his pistol early on. He apparently had a bad batch of ammo, and things started looking really desperate. But he was able to get things cleared up, and he started just popping muties as they were coming up over the ridge. They were getting a little closer than he liked, but he was able to keep the line from falling. That's the important part.
In fact, I'm not going to worry. I mean, look at that. you must be doing some amazing shooting. You dropped 9, but at the end of it, you're only 3 points of ammunition down.
Well, I'm not
Well,
going to talk about the guy that was next to me that got his head blown off, and I took his ammo. So
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the point I was about to make. Obviously, the point is by the end of it all, you're firing off rounds left, right, and centre. It's you're scrounging ammo as you go. Jothan, you're up, sir.
Okay, well, I'm going to blast them. So I'm going to spend conviction to make sure this one's good.
Well, I was about to say you can most certainly spend your conviction. I'll have to do it instead because it didn't work. Ooh.
It did work. I just see it in the chat.
Oh, we meant the sound effect.
He's talking about
Oh,
the
the sound
sound
effect.
it made.
Oh, the woo sound. Go on, do it. But I didn't hear. Can you do that again?
Ooh.
Oh, exciting.
I don't know why it's not working
Yeah,
today.
so because I've got the perfect position. So I'm waiting to get into position for when these mutants come within the cone of my flamethrower and blasting machine, and I fry them all.
Got him a light.
What's really interesting is Sirenscape's playing it. It's just not getting up.
I mean, I heard the new Sirenscape sound effect, right?
Is it just me not? Is it me not hearing? Is it me? Is it me not hearing him and you are hearing him?
We aren't hearing it actually.
Tankubot looks like he's not making any noise.
Yeah, I think he's muted, completely muted. For me, at
Probably
least.
he should be lit up the whole time.
He
He's
should be lit
deafened,
up the
but-
whole time, shouldn't he? Let's see
Yeah,
what's going on.
Yeah,
It's written as input output deactivated.
Right. He should
broke
normally
it.
be. He should normally have his headphones on, but he shouldn't normally be muted. Let's just see if he.
yeah.
Right.
He had his headphones on, but he wasn't.
Yeah,
He wasn't
so-
green.
Kenkubot's playing beautifully for me if I take him out of chat. So he is working. He's still
not
He-
lit.
still not lit. I wonder what's going on.
No.
Can you
Weird.
right click him and maybe the input output is actually deactivated? So like he's muted within
he's not-
Discord?
He's not muted. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Weird.
I'll have to fix him another day. Oh well, I'll have to just. Okay, well, I'll just have
You
to.
have to make all the noises.
You'll have to get.
Yeah,
your
we have
points
our
down.
cheapo
I need a
steering.
flamethrower noise in a
Yeah.
second. When I use my flamethrower,
I
must be
mean,
a good one.
Whoosh.
Initiating FTL jump to the Hellmeyer system.
No, that's hardly what I call a flamethrower. I typed in flamethrower.
Not
That's
in
what
the
it
news.
gave me. All I can give you is a lava bubble. There you go.
oh, that doesn't sound healthy.
It doesn't, does it? Okay, make your. You don't actually need to roll the burst power itself. You just need to make your weird science roll. That's a 12. That's a success
great.
and 2 raises. You get to claim 11 casualties there.
Awesome. I fried them all to crispy chicken wings. Some of them
Yummy.
even had chicken wings.
And after the end of the first round of combat, you have only expended 3 power points. 5 power
Awesome.
points. Sorry, 5 power points because you got the raise. So it's a D6 plus a D4. Obviously, you can spend
Done.
Benny if you want to get the back later. That brings us to Abilla, who is on the hearts. So what's the hearts? give you?
Yeah. Yeah,
Momentum
I
and
looked,
adrenaline.
yeah, and each time I looked over and Alvarez slayed some more guys, I got more motivated to slay even some more. But while I was wielding my club around my head like in a Hollywood action movie, yeah, it got a little bit too much, everything. And so, yeah, I couldn't think. I couldn't think straight with all those people rushing me. So I had enough, and I followed the tried and true saying that to confuse your enemy, you got to confuse yourself first. So I used confusion to make them all distracted and then farm them one by one.
Well, yeah, you can blow off anything. So you just get to make a psionics. Brilliant. You get to make a
Right,
psionics
yeah.
with a +1 rather than specific powers, but don't worry about that. I will point out
Yeah.
that Belladonna House says seeds of evil reckon us so, therefore the hero's bennies flow. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Bella.
Thank you.
Sunny may not be here, but they will give you bennies in spirit.
Yeah. So just a normal psionics roll, right?
Yeah, normal psionics roll with you get a +1 bonus because of your momentum and adrenaline. It gives you a +1 bonus.
Nice. Oh wait, +1. So let's see what we have here.
Oh God.
Oh. Yeah, as I said, it's just so annoying. All those people flooding me. Get away.
I've done something again. Very nice. Anyone any idea how you turn off magnification? Oh yeah, magnify update. Somehow I managed to launch magnify multiple times. There we go. Trying to type into chat, I somehow managed to launch magnify, and all I could see, it had zoomed into maximum. So basically,
just a minute. You wanted to see if my roll was legit, right?
Okay, that's a success and 1 raise. So that's what I was trying to do was /die 1d6 plus 1d4. I was just trying to see if I can make that work. Oh, it does. So
Yeah.
there we go. So that costs you 6 power points. And
all right.
you claim 6 power points, and you can claim 6 casualties. Kid Shalene. Oh, unfortunately. Oh no, you're on a spade. You're okay. You get to exploit a critical opening, Kid Shalene.
Kid Shalene has gathered up 2 lads to act him as loader as he merrily cranks that Gatling gun with clock-like precision, spraying rounds straight down the line, clearing it wide open.
Sounds good to me. Sounds like you're using shooting, and you basically get a +2 bonus to your shooting roll.
Sweet.
Whoa! So likewise, you personally take down 8. Obviously, the kid on the machine gun takes down many, many, many more than that. And you're just covering him, aren't you?
Yeah, he wings several of them, but the kid is the one that actually does the killing.
Well, yeah, he's just helping feed it and firing his pistol off as he goes. He's obviously, yeah, look at that. So 8 rounds expenditure, but for 8 personal casualties. Likewise, you get to basically briefly describe your cinematic moment, and you can ignore a club on the following round if you're dealt one. What's your cinematic moment, Kid Shalene?
Oh, he's waving that machine gun around just like a paintbrush, going back and forth across the incoming line of them, and they're falling like matchsticks.
Sounds good to me. And last but not least, on this first 10 minutes of epic fighting is Dogmeat, who has
Dogmeat's gonna do what Dogmeat does best and grab and try to remove as many body parts that we're passing by as he can, as she can.
She can. Dogmeat is on. Dogmeat's on heart, so that's a +2 benefit to fighting.
All right. Come on, girl. I forgot to put the +2 bonus on.
That's okay. That's a 7. That's a 6. That's 1 shy of a raise. That's a success.
And are we spending bennies for raises or no?
Oh yes. Did I not load them? Let me.
No.
Okay, that's a very good point. Because
I was wondering if we were going to be using them or not.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to use fundraisers, bennies. So I shall set that to auto load.
All right.
Let's have a quick check. New Benny uses just because Dust Voice have played with us before, and I don't think Jiminy's played with us since I've used them. So you get some new, you get some. I found a lovely PDF. I found some lovely PDFs on DriveThru. They're only a couple of dollars each, and I liked some of the rules, so we're using them. So I've just loaded it, so you should have a new module called Fundraiser Bennies that you can refer to at any time. But it gives you additional uses for bennies. So beginner's luck, you spend a benny before you roll to allow you to make an unskilled roll without a -2 penalty.
Okay.
Catch your breath. It's no, which one was I using? I think I was using Second Wind, wasn't I? Rather, yeah. No, we'll just use Catch Your Breath. So a character may spend a benny to make a natural healing roll a single time after an encounter. Fatigue may be removed in place of a wound if you wish. So it's like a chance to just recover there. Coming through, use a benny to attempt an interrupt action where you normally could not, i.e. before your action card has come up, or if it already has. So it's a bit like the spending a benny in superpowers. So if you want to interact some key thing, you can spend a benny to attempt to interrupt. If you've not acted this round, if the character has not acted this round, hang on, where was it? Before action. The character has not acted this round, they give in their card, become distracted, and are now on hold. They've already acted this round, they go on hold and are now distracted and vulnerable, but so that's the penalty to that. So no one having used it. We're not give me adventure won't matter because we're not using the adventure cards at the moment. I got this is the most popular one. Basically, instead of spending benny to re-roll, just add 1 to your current dice roll. So it's very good for, as we saw there when Dogmeat got a 7. Spend a benny to turn it into an 8.
So that gives Dogmeat a raise.
Yep.
Which means she gets 2d6.
Yep. On your feet, soldiers. You may spend a benny immediately to attempt a recovery from being stunned rather than waiting for anyone else to do it on another's turn. And must go faster is one that's only got noticed last week and got used on Sunday actually and got used to great effect. Basically, you spend a benny that lets you run without having to roll the running die. So you end up you pretend you roll the maximum number on your running die. You don't suffer the running -2 penalty, and you also get an extra. If you also get a plus, you also get to use the +2 bonus to your change position roll in a chase. So that's that one. And there are some other ones for things you can try when bennies run dry. But I'll say they're there. And the new setting rules, not you. We won't. I'm not. If we woke up, I don't think we ever worry about those, so we're not going to worry about it. The only other one is if you ever on the 2 of, you ever get a card that's a 2, let me know. I'll have to load the other one in a minute. I have to find it. It's another one called Jokers are wild, but deuces are mild. So if you get a card that's a 2 and choose not to spend a benny to get a better card, remind me you're on a 2 because you get a benny for being acting last in the round. Particularly that one. And the other one, I'll just load it now, is Best of the Rest. We'll go over those another time. I need to update that. This was me sort of compiling multiple ones together. So actually, we didn't really use that one, so I might not worry too much about that one. Just use the bennies ones for now, and I'll redo the fundraiser another day. Right. So Dogmeat gets a success and a raise, which means that Dogmeat personally takes down 8 foes. Well, good stuff. Okay.
Good girl. Have a biscuit.
Oh, it says round 3 when I finished at round 2. Okay. Josen's on the King of Cards, but I do believe you can ignore the King of Clubs. So don't, because you got more than 1 raise. So like Josen's on clubs. Dogmeat's going to, unfortunately, maybe Dogmeat falls out of the vehicle. Who knows?
No.
We shall see what happens. Josen, you're going first. You are on clubs, but because of you got 2 more raises last turn, you can ignore the complication and therefore you'll just make unmodified rolls. So this would have been the fighting. They're basically the mutants are forcing their way through the foxholes, pushing the defenders back. They haven't reached the ridge yet. That's next round, which is when it escalates. And so you're being pushed back this round, but you don't have any penalties. So, Chosen, what do you do?
They're pushing through foxholes. That means they're in tight spaces, does it?
Yeah, the fighting's in the foxholes. Yeah,
Oh, I can burn them in the foxholes then, can't I?
you certainly can.
Don't get the -2.
No, you don't get the -2 because you get to ignore the penalty because of your last round roll.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what I'm going to do then, don't you?
You're going to make a weird science pyro roll. Go for it. Okay.
Do I want to Benny that? Maybe I do.
That's a success with a raise. It causes you'll get to burn 2d6 enemies, and
I'll stick with a 10.
Okay.
Or it turns into a crit fail.
That was a much more powerful round, though. It cost you 7 power points. Okay, you've got 20. Yeah, obviously.
Going back.
Yeah, and your conviction is going to expire unless you maintain it. Just to warn you. 10 mutants are crisped before the end, and you get to narrate a brief cinematic moment if you so wish.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting there, they're fighting, and every time they stick their heads through, I'm just popping them in the head, cooking them up crispy. Because I know that some of these have got chicken wings. Some of these mutants have got chicken wings. Yeah. We're going to be hungry after this.
Mr. Dogmeat is next. Unfortunately, Dogmeat, I should say, Dogmeat is got clubs on 2 rolls. I'm going to say, we're going to go with poor footing. Unfortunately, one of the mutants basically manages to pull Dogmeat and nearly out of the vehicle. And so Dogmeat's desperately trying to fight off mutants and not fall out of the vehicle as the round goes on. But let's see how Dogmeat deals with that.
I can use my fighting again for a bite, right? Or should I use my athletics to get myself back in the car?
Well, this is where you can sort of, because it's Savage Worlds, it's all about metagaming. Fighting's only a -1, but athletics is a -2.
Oh, okay. Then we're definitely going to use the fighting. And she's going to basically grab a hold of somebody that's closer to the car that'll help her try to regain her footing.
No problem at all. Go for it.
Come on.
That's a success. Worst, basically, that's all good. That's a 5. So basically, the net result is Dogmeat will suffer a point of fatigue, being bashed and battered a bit. But that's all good. A success, 1d6. Oh, albeit only claims 2 this round. But Crazy Cow, you are on hearts. So that you are on hearts. You are using another skill, so that gives you a +2 bonus. Do you have momentum and adrenaline?
Well, Crazy Cow, as she pulls out through the crowd on the other on the other side, puts it into a 4-wheel drift, bringing it into a 360 and rolls, or a 180 and rolls right back through again, and just kicking up the dust and flinging them left, right, and center. There's no braking involved.
Go for it.
I think I'd like to Benny that, please.
Well, no, I think there is braking, just not of the vehicle.
You do have a +2 bonus, so that was a 6, and that second one's an 8. So you got,
Yes,
got the race
I'll
on the.
I'll take the 8, please,
Yep.
and that's a raise.
That's 8 foes if you're counting down to yourself.
Yeah.
No damage to yourself, and if you wish to narrate a brief cinematic moment, you may do so.
Okay, well,
Any option.
sort of what I just said.
That's absolutely. I don't have a problem with that. Boris,
send
the
them
youngest.
swinging and flying, and she reaches over and grabs the dog meat's back and helps pull her back into the car.
Brilliant! I love it, Boris. You have a tactical opportunity.
Well, they're down in the trenches at this point, so I need to do some fighting because that's what I do best. I'm going to whip my sword out and see how many of these buggers I can chop.
Okie.
+1.
I noticed I left gang up in there by mistake, but that's okay.
Come on, roll the die. There we go. I can do better than that. I can do better than that. Put the +1 back in. Drop the Benny on the right spot. I told you I could do better than that.
Yeah, there you go. That's a success in 2 races. That puts you up into the 3d6 range. Oh, those dice weren't kind to you.
They started running away from me is what happened.
Indeed. Okay, well, you got a success, and I forgot to mention. I forgot to check with Josen only got the race this time. So you got a success of 2 races. So you drop 9 foes purely by yourself. That definitely can be. You're obviously dropping more, but the others probably can be counted as assists and stuff. And obviously, if you wish to narrate a brief cinematic moment, you can, and obviously you get to ignore a complication next round. It was so effective.
Oh, well, absolutely. You see, I was fighting this one mutant. He had 3 arms, and so, I mean, I had to kind of pay attention to what was going on there. And another mutant decided to jump down into the trenches behind me, and I didn't notice him at first. And whenever I took a swing at the 3-armed mutant, I slipped in the dirt and spun around and slit the throat of the one that was behind me. And he kind of looked, we both kind of looked at each other like, oh, that was interesting, before he fell to the ground.
Yeah, good stuff.
Accidentally slitting people's throats. Yeah.
That brings us to Kid Shalene, who
Kid Shalene's going to continue to spray with his Gatling gun.
He's steady under fire.
Oh,
Drop a Benny to make that an 8.
You most certainly can do so if you wish. Okie dokie. You drop a Benny to make that 8. You narratively nabbed a machine gun, so we're not going to worry too much about that, but we'll work it out in a second. Actually, if you're doing full auto, that's 40 rounds, isn't it? Okay, so that's 7 dropped, and just for pure interesting, 1d6. 1d6. 6. Curious. Only 80 rounds expended that turn, but as you said, you're using a Gatling gun, so don't worry too much about that. That's 80 rounds you expend dropping 7. But you did get a success with a raise, so you may narrate a brief cinematic moment.
Yeah, Kid Shalene is almost dancing around the tripod with the Gatling gun, cranking furiously as he possibly can, just spinning that handle. And his lad is just jamming more bullets into the next clip, getting ready for a quick swap.
It's good to be. And Billa, it looks like you have got a tactical opportunity.
Yeah. While I confused and distracted all my enemies, I looked over and saw that the dog already got more kills than me. So that can't be happening, obviously. What happened to good old thing before doing? No elegance with those brutes. Well, so decency is out the window now. Here go bragging rights. I'm convinced that I'll get more kills than the dog at least. So I'm going to spin to win with my large spiked club because, you know, it's like the Matrix when everyone's confused and I can just, slam my club over everyone's head.
Okay, that's a +1 with fighting on spades. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus fighting. Yeah. Where's my fighting? Right here. Oh, what the hell? What kind of dice did I pick there? Holy shit, I'm gonna turn that off. Yeah. See? Yeah. I tried to be decent. I told you.
Nine foes fall as you swing that club around. Wonderful stuff. Right. Well, again, you get to narrate a brief cinematic moment, and also you get to ignore a complication next round with that, Rob. Move it to you.
Yes. So I'm feeling like Deadpool. You know, everyone's frozen in time, and I just skim around and prancing and dancing while I slash my club around and kill 9 people.
Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. And last but no means last is the narrator of this tale.
Okay, so Alvarez got kind of trapped a little bit out ahead when the initial charge came in, and he dispatches all of the mutants that are surrounding him, and realizes that while there's still, the next wave is coming in, the first wave is now into the trenches, so he has to run into the trenches after them. He spots Boris the youngest having his sort of slip, and decides he's got to go and help his fellow Templar. So he's going to run over to get into a sort of standing back to back with Boris, whirling his blade as he does so. And I'm on a diamond, so I've got no modifiers, I believe. And let's see if we can do better. We're going to spend a penny on this, which means I need to do that. And then I'll spend my penny and see what happens. Oh. It's worth one more to try and get the 2 raises, I reckon. And I didn't, but never mind. Still got a raise, though.
Just looking ahead, for reasons I cannot even begin to understand, it's an awful lot. Whole section of the adventure didn't actually appear in the module. I still had the MPL, but it's going to look very funny when I start doing it because I literally just copied and pasted it in with all the double quotes still there. But anyway, wonderful stuff. Okay, so that's a 10. So you get to claim 2d6 foes. Oh,
that'll do.
10. And what's your narrative?
How did Alvarez get more kills with a worse roll than me?
Well, right. I spent a penny there as well, which triggered some of his blessing the saints. So Alvarez kind of sprints in after the first wave of mutants, trying to get to Boris, who he saw slip down. As Boris rises up, having chopped through the neck of the mutant behind him, and that 3-armed mutant, as Boris kind of runs him through from one side, Alvarez cuts down one mutant, cuts down another, slides into the 3-armed mutant, and as Boris chops off one of his arms, Alvarez chops off another, leaving just the 3rd arm kind of flailing around as that 3-armed mutant falls to the ground. And then the 2 of them stand back to back, and both of them are pointing their swords out in an on-guard position at some of the surrounding mutants. And for a moment, all the clouds over the moon clear, and the moonlight shines down and gleams off both of the Templar swords, and there's an almost audible bling as the light reflects and gives just a moment of hope to the other warriors around them, and several of the mutants that are sensitive to the light recoil almost as if in fear.
Well, that's very good. And if you're giving hope to everyone else, except for you, I'm still going to give it to Boris. But obviously, if you're giving hope to everyone else, then you can't have any yourself. But other than that,
That's fine.
but I'll give one to Boris because he's on the lowest out of Benny's. Don't give me one. That's all good. Right. Okay. Now, yeah. This is when I was supposed to read. You've done well, but now the muties have gained the ridge. So basically, they're pushing back. It's just sheer weight numbers. You know what I mean? That's all it is. However, this is it. So Boris is on a spade. Chavez is on a club. Chavez is on the 2 of diamonds.
So we'll have Benny, please.
Oh, no, don't work that way. Yeah, it does. Cheesy, you would have said it doesn't work that way. Crazy Cows on diamonds. Dog Meat's on a spade. Miller's on a diamond. Josen's on a spade. The only person that had clubs is the only.
And Josen's on a 2, so it gets to Benny.
Josen's on. Yeah, I gave you one.
No, Josen's on. 2.
Sorry, Josen's on a 2. Sorry, I apologise. Okay.
Extra bennies.
Yeah, but I think.
What if I spend a benny to get a joker?
I think.
Well, I'd take a benny off you then.
Yeah.
Stay on the 2.
I am not getting the most kills with the 5 of diamonds, so here's a 3 of spades instead.
You only get the Benny for staying on the 2. So if you want to spend a Benny to change cards and you get a better card than the 2, then you don't get the Benny.
I'll stay on the 2. An extra Benny always works out.
Boris, the youngest, has a tactical opportunity. It's probably something to do with the bling.
Perfect. Actually, that's absolutely perfect, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to yell support to Bila.
Bila, yeah.
Bila. I'm going to yell support to Bila and to Dog Meat.
Oh, I love
so I'm going to support both of them. Okay. Using my battle, I'm going to tell them who to attack and where to attack.
I like it. Oh.
Wow.
There you go. I will spend the Benny to turn that into a 16.
To give them the full +4.
Nice.
Okay. Now, the point being is, you still are fighting, obviously, while you're shouting the support. So you still take down 8 foes this round.
His voice is mighty.
But your voice is mighty. You take down 8 foes this round, but you do grant a +4 support to Dog Meat and Billa as well. And Shalene, who is on a diamond, so that's just steady under fire.
Yeah, he's going to channel his inner John Wick and go to close quarters combat with his twin 45s and see how many of them then he can take down with a bit of gun dancing.
Okie dokie.
There you go.
Wow. 21. Wowzers. That is 11 if you're going for the bragging rights. But it is 2d6 rounds.
Shoot so well, one bullet went through 3 of them.
Indeed. 9. It'll cost you 9 rounds on your guns. So it's up to
Thank
you.
you.
You can split them between the 2 however you want. Or just take them off the ammo count. It doesn't really matter. I just closed that. I just closed the quick combat window by mistake. That's fine. Okie dokie. That gets us to Crazy Cow. If they've got through the foxholes and everything, I'm afraid that, unfortunately, it's probably that they're actually they'll still be swarming in, so you're okay. You can still get the back ones at the back.
Yeah. This time we're going to drive through, and then we'll start pumping out a few of these rounds of dynamite and go for some explosions.
Sounds like athletics
and run
to me.
some over too.
Sounds like athletics if you're tossing out dynamite.
Athletics and throwing dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll leave the dynamite to dog meat to throw. I'll drive.
I like it. You like
I'll drive, you shoot.
dog meat sticking the dog meat. You've turned the cigarette lighter around, jammed it back in, so it's hot, and dog meat's just popping the dynamite in there for the throws.
Exactly.
Ooh, it looks like you've crashed.
No.
Oh, it looks like you've crashed.
All right, here we go. One of those. Come on, spend my conviction.
Ooh.
And then we'll try that again. And we'll spend a Benny to make it an 8.
Spend a Benny to make it an 8. Okie dokie. 8 foes fall under the wheels of your vehicle, and dog meat is lighting dynamite by the sound of things.
Yes. Dog meat
Dog
is
meat-
And it's
lighting
got a +4
dynamite and
bonus.
spewing
And
it
has
out of
a
the car.
+6 bonus, in fact.
Mm.
Dog meat has a tactical opportunity, and also has a +4 bonus, so dog meat gets +6 to this roll.
Dog meat. Unfetch.
Yeah.
That's an 11,
Yes.
which is fine.
I'll spend a Benny to make it a 12.
You can certainly do that if you want to. Just because I think going to get upset if dog meat explodes 10 more foes. Dog meat gets to ignore a complication next round. Billet is next.
Ridiculous, this dog. Yeah, so
He's a
so
wonder.
apparently function wins
wonder.
over form. Yeah, so I'm listening to Boris to direct my stuff, and I'll use the 5.56 millimeter gun.
Okay,
Let's see if that does the trick.
You have a +6
So shooting.
bonus, +4 from the support, and +2 from your tactical opportunity.
Yeah. So +6, right?
+6.
Perfect. And a shooting roll. Let's see. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, you need to cross off 10 bullets,
Yeah.
but you put down 14.
Yeah, finally.
There you
God.
go. That's what I did that for, was so you quit complaining.
Thank you.
You also get to ignore a complication next round. That brings. Oh, do you want to maintain your conviction? Sorry.
Yeah, why
forgot to
not?
ask. Just pop a Benny in chat because I forgot to ask you before.
Yeah. All right.
Before I moved you on, I should give you your conviction back. Josen, you have your conviction expiring at the end of the turn. It's up to you if you maintain it or not.
Yes. What have I got? Spades. That gives me a +2, doesn't it?
It does. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Yeah,
I mean,
you
enough-
have a
enough-
tactical opportunity.
Yeah, so after they've all started jumping out these holes, I found a nice spot again to give me a tactical advantage. And I'm just burning them, or burning the ones as they're about to attack my friends. They're getting crisped again. Because again, I want them chicken wings. Are there any chicken
I'm
amongst
hungry, fella.
mutants with chickens? You got some nice chicken wings, boy.
You got pretty wings.
I like your chicken wings. 2 raises, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a success with 2 raises. Yes, sorry, I was looking ahead. Yep. So you get to ignore complications next round. That's usually
Actually,
weird.
I've got to add the +2, so that makes it. That's still not enough, is it? Or is it? 12 plus 4.
Yeah,
You've already got
That
Yeah,
make it
17
3,
raises.
wouldn't it? Yeah,
3 raises.
that'd be
yeah.
enough. That's more raises. Yeah, here you go.
That's
How many of these
wonderful.
frogmen did I kill? How many chicken wings have we got for lunch after this
Okay,
fight?
well, first things first, let's see how many power. You expend 7 power points. and put down 12 of the bad guys. And Joachim was lost again.
Well, Boris is busy sort of sneering down his nose and telling other people what to do. Alvarez is kind of spinning around him, parrying blows that Boris isn't noticing because he's paying more attention to instructing other people. And when somebody comes at Boris face on, obviously he's fighting back against them. But the reason Boris got to be able to give all these orders with such great aplomb is because Alvarez is actually guarding his back and stopping anybody from sticking a club into his ribs or a shiv into his kidneys.
Go for it.
Alvarez the posh dude.
My module's missing. That explains why I got 14. Nicely done. Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry. No, there we go. So with a 14, that gets you becoming 3d6 bad guys. 14, in fact.
Okay, so there's one particular moment in the fight where there are a pair of Grundies who have both got axes that are effectively made out of stop signs that have had the edges sharpened. So they're wielding massive, great big signposts, and two of them come in swinging their stop signs towards Boris from the back at the same time, and Alvarez kicks Boris in the back of the knee, causing him to kind of start to fall backwards. The two stop signs swing over his head. Then Alvarez gets back in behind Boris, using his back to support him, pushing him back upright, swings his blade out, gutting one of the Grundies, which falls backwards, pushes Boris over to one side when another stop sign comes down towards him, and then rams his katana up into the throat of the other Grundy, keeping Boris alive to give his orders.
Wonderful stuff.
And he finishes that off with, will you stop telling people what to do and pay attention?
That's what my supporters are for, is to pay attention.
Okie dokie. Actually, I think anyone's conviction's expiring looking at this because you spent Benny, so you're okay. Now, Kid Shalene needs a card. It's a heart. You obviously stay on the Joker, but you need that to know. You can ignore the club you've got.
I'm going to ignore the club I've got, yeah.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
No, it's a doll.
What's with the diamond? Oh well, I'll take the diamond. Maybe I won't get cocky.
Yeah. So I'm going to do. She's going to give everyone some bennies because you've all been magnificent. I've just seen people spending bennies on extensions. What I'm going to do is you're going to have to excuse the strain. I was going to say
there are 7 of us.
Sorry?
You said we're being magnificent, and including dog meat, there are 7 of us.
7 of us. Fair enough. Right, the formatting's a bit off because I had to copy and paste it in. There's obviously a character bug in here somewhere that I can work out what's causing it. But so anyway, obviously but you slamming another magazine into your rifle, hand shaking with exhaustion and curse wherever cruel fate kept sending more and more muties up the hill. Probably this is more from the side of the soldiers rather than yourselves because none of you have been using rifles. But anyway, there seems to be no end of them, no matter how many fall Mortek they place, shrieking and charging through the smoke and fire. You look up, screaming one last furious curse at the stars. And stop spending bennies. Well,
sorry, that was me. I didn't want dog meat on a
Stop spending
competition.
bennies. Just
Sorry.
sit and let him finish his story.
Because then you might realise you're wasting bennies.
Yeah.
Wake up and smell the exposition.
Sorry. I missed.
And see a strange red light. Something is coming fast. Coming in fast. At first it looks like a flare, and then maybe a helicopter, then something else entirely. A jet? Some kind of vertical takeoff craft? You drop a few more charging mutants and stare at the thing as it descends straight towards the ridgeline. It slams down hard in the middle of the fighting. Bodies scatter. Mutants and defenders alike are thrown aside as the craft settles into place. For a heartbeat, almost everyone stops firing, waiting to see what just landed and whose side it's on. As the smoke clears, you realise it's a ship, not a plane, not anything you've ever seen fly over Earth before. It's small, sleek, and painted jet black, like a shard of night has fallen from the sky. A spaceship. The battlefield falls into an uneasy hush. A few hardened veterans take advantage of the pause to finish off nearby foes. But even they keep glancing towards the strange craft. Their movement catches your eye further down the ridge. A cluster of purple-robed doomslayers is running uphill from the convoy's lines. At their head is a brown-haired woman sprinting full tilt, her voice raw and desperate. Stop the fighting! Stop the fighting! It's him! It's him! Just as I foretold! That be
Hey guys,
Joe?
who ordered ET?
Could that be Joe?
Express chicken delivery.
Could that be Joan itself? Before anyone can answer, a single door on the side of the ship begins to lower, unfolding like a drawbridge. It looks absurd, like a scene from some ancient sci-fi vid, but it's happening right here in the middle of a battlefield soaked in blood. You brace yourself for a towering steel soldier to step out, maybe bark something. in
Icto Clatu
alien tongue.
Barada.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Mm.
Instead, a giant robot emerges. Oh god, it is going to say that, isn't it? It's a tall,
Latu Barada Nicto.
it's tall, pale white. Its surface smooth. Oh, evening, Alan. How are you? Its perfect surface smooth and cold. In the centre of its head burns a single red electronic eye, blazing like a star go wrong. It steps forward, servos whining softly, and when it speaks, its voice booms across the ridge. Mechanical, amplified, unmistakably British. I am the Harbinger. Mutants, lay down your weapons, for I am more than the Harbinger. Much more. I am Dr. Darius Hellstrom, and I am your master. Every waster's heard Jones' prophecy that a pale harbinger with a single red eye would rise to lead the mutants into a new age of peace and prosperity. No one imagined it would be this, a 200-year-old mind preserved inside a towering machine. Joan doesn't hesitate. She reaches the ridge, drops to her knees before the robot, her escort following her example. A handful of friendly mutants kneel with them, then dozens more, then hundreds. You watch in stunned silence as Rasmussen's horde begins to break, not in panic, but in reverence. The robot raises one massive arm and points towards the attackers still standing. Lay down your arms. Weapons fall to the dirt, claws unclench. The charge collapses into confusion and awe. But Silas Rasmussen is not ready to disappear quietly. His own voice erupts over a truck-mounted PA system, shrill with fury. What are you doing? Fight, my mutants! This is a norm trick. Hellstrom is dead, a sacred martyr. Fight! Fight! A few trogs and grundies obey, lunging forward mindlessly. But most of the horde hesitates, caught between a screaming tyrant and a robotic prophet. Hellstrom turns his head slightly. His voice rises, drowning Rasmussen out completely. It is written that I, Hellstrom, am your maker. This pointless war against the pitiful norms is not my bidding. Turn now. Return to your holy city and await my arrival. These humans will not harm you if you obey. Another voice cuts in, rough and commanding, Bruce Mattox shouting from below. You heard him. Any mutant heading south doesn't get shot. Anyone disobeys that order, I strap them into the front of my truck when we go to fight the Combine. The vast majority of the mutant horde drops their weapons and melts back into the darkness, tails and all. Rasmussen keeps screaming for a few seconds longer, then gunfire erupts in his direction. His voice cuts off abruptly, and you hear the engines roar as his vehicles flee south. Magnificent are 70 heroes are far indeed their path will go, and yet they know their future and only hope that Benny's flow. I certainly will give him Benny's belladonna. Silence falls, and then the cheers start. At distance at first, rolling along the ridge, growing louder as it spreads. Exhausted, blooded survivors shout, laugh, and claps where they stand. The battle is over.
Alvarez cleans his sword. Well,
Is anyone
I
doing
was
it?
not expecting
Well,
that.
now you have a clean sword.
Hey, Bila, how many did you get?
29 if I counted right.
I got 34. You owe me some whiskey.
Yeah, but I killed the big one. 2 big ones, actually. Those count as 3.
And then Alvarez nudges the 2 Grundy super soldiers at his feet with the 2 stop sign axes and goes, "Yep, me too."
And who said you killed them, right?
I
Is
can
this a
vouch for
face
the
that would
fact that
lie?
he killed them.
I'll admit it. Yeah. My style wasn't as good as your technique.
Hey, don't worry. You got that reflective head thing going for you.
Cal looks at dog meat, pulls a biscuit out of her pocket, tosses it to her, and says, "Good dog. That'll do."
See if that fixed it. Hurrah! I fixed my module.
Hey,
I found the bug. I found the bug. It's interesting. It was in that second to last paragraph, because although it shows double, less than quotes and double greater than quotes, the actual entry only had one going one way and 2 going the other way. Got me rid of look. Hurrah! Right. Okie dokie. Now, the fight is over. Okay. Hellstrom speaks. Look, Hellstrom speaks briefly with Joan and other schismists and turns to face the crowd. His voice is quieter now, but it carries just as far. I clicked the wrong one there. I am glad I could help you today, but must also tell you that I am largely responsible for the destruction of this world. Worse still, something far more terrible than the mutant horde or the Combine is coming. I am leaving now to find a way to stop it, perhaps redeem myself for the horrors I have unleashed. Without another word, the giant machine turns, steps back into the ship, and the door seals shut. Moments later, the craft lifts off and vanishes into the night sky.
Off he goes.
okay. Well, that was different.
Bye-bye.
Bruce Maddox is the one who finally breaks the silence. Shake it off, people. I'd love to sit here and drink myself stupid after what we just saw, but that ain't in the cards. That surprise show don't change a damn thing. We've still got a job to do. He points north towards the distant glow of Junkyard. Let's get moving. We're taking this fight to Junkyard and we're kicking Throckmorton's armoured ass, or everything that happened here tonight was for nothing. Along the ridge, survivors begin to move. Heavy weapons are broken down and hauled off. The wounded are gathered, lifted, and carried with grim care. Smoke drifts across the battlefield as the last bodies are left where they fell. Slowly, the line descends the hill as at the base, fighters climb back into the convoy's vehicles, trucks, tanks, and battered war rigs, groaning under the weight of exhaustion and resolve. Engines rumble to life one by one. Headlights flicker on, and the long column begins to roll north. Ahead, Junkyard awaits for another bloody fight.
Oh, best mount up and ride with some of the troops. We ain't all going to fit in Crazy Cal's car.
No.
No, well, I'm assuming obviously you travel down with the convoy, so obviously you'll be traveling back with them. Yes, unless you go with Crazy Cow and unless you go with Crazy Cow and Dogmeat, the rest of you are packed onto the flatbed of a convoy truck. Obviously,
I can only carry 2. Dog meat's got shotgun.
While lying on the flatbed, I am thinking to myself, why can't the dog walk?
Okay, dog meat. Yeah, anyone. Yeah, fatigue goes for anyone who has time to rest on the vehicle back. Also, the journey back will recover any power points that you had yet to recover. Okay.
Does
Yeah.
dog meat get her? Oh, she got her fatigue back. Good.
Yeah. So, Crazy Cow, you basically keep pace with the convoy with your headlights
Yep.
blacked out. Apparently, about 5 miles short of the city, the lead vehicles, those carrying Goose Maddox, Preacher, Ellis, and Wayne Jack Robert Holland, slow to a halt. The rest of the convoy follow suit. The driver of the vehicle that's driving you lot, and obviously some other troops, brakes, kills the engine, and climbs partway out of his cab. He lights a cigarette despite the danger and leans against the door, staring north into the darkness. After a few long minutes, he turns back towards all of you, adjusts his battered Mack truck cap, and clears his throat. Combine's coming. Junkyard's got maybe 10,000 wasters who can handle a gun. Another couple thousand here with us. Throckmorton's bringing in 20,000 black hats, easy plus all automatons, raptors, and God knows what else. Sky Pirates says he's even got hover tanks. He exhales smoke and then nods to himself. The Goose says the Iron Alliance has a plan. Wouldn't tell me what it is, but I've been riding with that man for 5 years now. If he says it's gospel, I believe him. He reaches into the cab and pulls out a satchel. Inside are several incendiary grenades. He tosses 2 of them towards you. What? Lucky.
Mm.
Didn't pull the pin out, did he?
Where the loot at?
You're all dead.
Make a bigger roll or catch fire.
No.
Right. Yes. Let's go all and then do grenade. And we get beanbag, grenade, grenade.
Inferno grenades. There's someone. Alvarez has already got one in his inventory. If that helps.
It will help immensely. Because then I could just put 2 in the party sheet.
Hey, you took it off me to do that.
I know. So take 1 back. I'll put 3 in the party sheet.
Yeah.
I already got one, I think.
So
They're all in Deadlands, Head on Earth anyway. Players guide, they're in there.
Yeah, I know. I just couldn't find them under, because they're under Inferno, not Inferno Grenade. That's what I find them. If you want, there's 1 left. If anyone wants to take an Inferno Grenade,
I assume I'm not there to do so.
yeah, you would probably drive. You're driving at the back of the convoy, so yeah, you're there. You take the last one.
Okay, then I will take the last. Unless anyone has.
No, I already got one. I don't need another one.
Right.
I shoot better than I throw. Just shooting.
Our orders are simple. We look for mobile artillery. We take it out. Any red hats we see, 2. Don't ask how we're supposed to do that with a flatbed truck and a couple of grenades, but Goose says that's our job. That's what we're doing. Hang tight. When the signal comes, you'll know it.
Great. We're hunting artillery. Yes. This is a wonderful plan. One I can certainly get behind.
You don't want to see my throwing stats from school.
Yeah, don't want to be in front of it. That's for sure.
So
remember, guys, pull the pin.
We throw the grenade at you, and you hit it with that baseball bat with wire wrapped around it.
Yeah, but maybe pull the pin out then, right?
Yeah. Okay, batter.
And who's gonna wear the glove and catch them?
That's the artillery.
Ah, all right.
Dang, where did that Gatling gun go?
Home run got a new meaning.
Okay, so who's riding in the flatbed and who's riding with Cal?
I got overbit by the dog, so I'm in the flatbed.
Well, didn't want to have to say it out loud, Bela, but dog meat does smell better.
Maybe you should get your nose checked out, right?
Oh, maybe when this is done, you can hire yourself a bath in Junkyard.
Smells better. Sorry about that. Right. Okie dokie. So it feels like hours, though it's barely been one before the night finally comes alive. Far ahead, flashes of light streak across the sky. Raptors scream overhead, trading far with surface-to-air missiles. Explosions boom above high junkyard wall.
I guess that's the signal.
Ah, here. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Oh, I don't know. I'll definitely have a look at that in a minute. Yeah. But the battle has begun. A distant rumble rolls across the desert. Artillery, then the sharp clatter of anti-air fire. The convoy engines start up again, not racing forwards, but creeping inch by inch, as if afraid to draw attention too soon. 10 minutes later, the trucks crest a low rise and junkyard comes into view. The city is ablaze.
Okay, if there's any baths left, Bela.
Just try. Yes. So, the city is ablaze. So, right. This time it's a nice straightforward assault. This one. You know how it works. It's another quick combat, but this time it's just a straightforward assault of the artillery.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting artillery.
If it moves, kill it. If it doesn't move, kick it, and then kill it.
Exactly. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, basically, the enemy artillery is opening fast. You've got a caution, and the trucks move in as close as they fear they can. Obviously, they can drive a bit faster during the barrages, but when it gets to a certain point where they think it's safe, the best way to have the active surprise is to continue the assault on foot from here. Because at the moment you're behind the artillery, but if they know you're coming, then it gets worse. So basically, you get to narrate how you each individually assault the artillery area. Don't worry too much about actually throwing those grenades. You can narratively throw them with athletics, but don't actually worry about taking them off your inventory or anything like that, if that makes sense. It didn't give anyone cards. Why is that not giving people? There we go. Now I can see that Crazy Cal comes a cropper. Billa's going to come a cropper. But everyone else appears to be okay.
Can I spend a Benny?
Push you. So I was only trying to save you spending bennies that you didn't need because the fight was over.
And Billa got another club.
Let's see if third time's the charm. Yeah, the Jack of Spades, right, here it is.
Okie dokie. So this is up against the Combine, so we're talking chipped humans here. The red hats are the officers, and they're obviously they're the ones you want to go for. You'll need at least a raise to bag to bag an officer red hat. But other than that, you could obviously describe in great, wonderful detail how you assault the enemy artillery. Dog meat going first, and Boris.
No, doesn't Boris go first?
No, Boris is on the 2.
Goes first.
Yeah, I think
sorry,
I mixed it up because yeah.
Sorry, Bellagina just beat that.
No problem. So I wanted to get some betting practice in anyway, right? So yeah, I'll try to score some home runs, right?
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Using athletics, right? Or
your choice. You could use athletics if that's the way you want to go. You don't. You got fighting. So if you're
I mean, it is kind of fighting, right?
Yeah.
So let's use fighting. I'm a little rusty, right? So let's try that again. Let's try that again.
I've forgotten the
Yeah.
name of the character. No, this is for some of the others that played. I've forgotten the name of the character, but all of a sudden I'm picturing that mutant kangaroo going batter up and charging forwards.
That was the character that Kay played in the After, isn't it?
It was the character Kay played in the After.
Yeah.
Well, a four successful. Don't forget. I mean, you're only getting a single round, so you don't have to worry about the next round.
Yeah. All right, no problem. So the second shot wasn't really better, so I gave up.
You don't. I'm afraid you don't get to claim any red hats. I'm afraid. Keith,
let the MFing bennies.
I shall believe you when you say someone in your stream said it, because I can't check it. But I believe you, don't you worry.
Send you a screenshot.
Did you?
Two-step verification.
Thank those who are watching your Twitch stream.
Yep.
Thank you, whoever it was.
Thanks.
All bennies are greatly appreciated.
Especially when you spend one and roll exactly the same.
Yeah.
Billy, you get to claim four black hats in your charge, but alas, no red hats.
Okay.
And minor injuries to go with it. And then Dogmeat's next.
Chicks love scars.
Dogmeat will do what Dogmeat does best and be as violent and nasty as she can. And
Dogmeat's on a heart. So
take a chunk out here, take a chunk out there.
Okay, Dogmeat's got momentum and adrenaline on her side, getting a +2 bonus to fighting.
Does the conviction must flow work?
No.
Okay, well, you tried. I mean, this is curses. Curses.
All right, there we go. With a plus.
With a +2 makes it a 7.
A 7. We'll spend a Benny to make it an 8, so we'll get a red hat.
Okay, so Dogmeat does get to bag a red hat and 6 black hats. No
that was
injury.
Tavis, I see, the cheating.
Is that Tavis on your chat saying give him Benny?
Just now it is, yeah. The one about the conviction.
No!
I'm going to have to watch your chat now, aren't I? Which I don't think is a bad thing. It's just I need to... It's one more distraction. Crazy Cal, you're up.
Well, actually, someone else said let the bennies flow as well. So we got another one. Keller said let the bennies flow. So that's another set of bennies. Different user. No conviction.
Cal spend a Benny for a different card off of that Joker. Did I get another one, or did I get another club?
Cal got the 2 of spades. Okay, you're down on the 2 of spades.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'll give you a Benny for the 2 of spades.
Thank
Okay, in which case it'll be Josen next, won't it?
I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna burn everything, but I'm gonna use my. Have I got a who?
You have momentum and adrenaline, so if you're using your weird science, you get a +1 bonus.
I'm going to use my weird science and a grenade. So I'm going to get the grenade in position and then use the burst to make it detonate for extra effect.
Go for it.
Is it +2?
You get a +1 for weird science and my heart. You're all good.
Okay, Boris is going to interrupt here for just a second. I need to go, but I'm going to use the Benny that I'm supposed to get for being on a 2 to go now.
Which I gave you. Yeah, I gave you the Benny earlier, but yes.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I will go ahead and spend a Benny to re-roll that as I run around chopping bad guys. Oh, I chop a lot of bad guys. There we
go.
You
do. You get to claim 2 red hats and 11 black hats.
Wow, there we go. Woohoo! Okay, and I need to go. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Understood.
We understand.
Joe's
I
in.
got a raise. I spent a penny and
Joe's-
got a 14.
You did indeed, which means you get to claim 2 red hat officers as well, but only 5 black hat. But you got 2 officers, so that's good stuff. Joachim is next. You're busy trying to create new accounts on Twitch to get on bennies. We lost Chavo.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Ah, right. Yeah, it's no PowerPoints you've got to spend. Let's hope he does the same for me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can hear you.
Yes.
That's all right. Then. Right, okay, so Alvarez he's going to use his faith powers now and activate his speed power. So he moves like an absolute blur, taking in one of these inferno grenades and running over to one of the artillery positions, strapping an inferno grenade to it, and then retreating before it explodes. And the camera will pan round, so he's like moving away at high speed as a Michael Bay explosion goes off behind him.
I'm all forgetting to let you do your cinematic moments as well, but oh well. You get +2 on this roll.
That's an 11 then.
That's an
And
11.
we'll spend a Benny to turn it into a 12.
Okay, that means you get to claim 2 red hats and 12 black hats
Awesome.
in that explosion. And Kid Shalene is up next. Kid Shalene has hearts and has momentum and adrenaline on his side as he advances. How does it go, Kid?
So Kid is going to take advantage of his 2-gun Kid skill, and as like a cold machine, he's going to walk through the artillery park, going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and taking out all the artillery crew, especially the ones that have the matches.
You get +2 bonus to shooting because you've got a heart. That gets you an 8, which means you take out 1 red hat, 6 black hats, and by the end of it, you've recouped enough bullets to only have used up 5 of your 40.45 rounds. Crazy Cal is next on the 2 spades, which gives you you have tactical opportunity. So how do you take advantage of your tactical opportunity?
Well, since we're on foot now, I guess they're not in the car. Cal will be utilizing her sawed-off double barrel and just blowing as many of these bad guys away as she can. Stick the gun in their face, pull the trigger, and make their head pop off.
Shooting +2. Wowzers, that gets you a 19. So that's 2 red hats down for yourself. And 8 black hats. Cost of, after recuperating, you expend 6 shotgun shells by the end of it. So, stuff. So you're basically fighting. I've just lost where I got to. Sorry. Yeah. So I think you had sorted the artillery. You can see the rest of the battle going on. Gunfire flickers along the walls, joined by rockets and jets of flame. Through night vision optics, the scale of the assault becomes horrifyingly clear. So hundreds of cars, bikes, and trucks and hover tanks are advancing on the fortress from all sides. Waves of black hats and automatons march forward under covering fire. Defenders fall from the walls in droves and are immediately replaced. Then a sound begins to rise from within Junkyard itself. A deep thrumming hum that grows louder and louder until it rattles teeth and bones. The front ranks of the Combine slam into the walls and the hum peaks. A wave of violet energy explodes outward from the city, washing over the attackers like a tidal surge. The effect is instant and absolute. Guns fall silent, engines die, raptors drop from the sky, crashing into the desert. Other tanks slam down hard, automatons freeze in place, and the lifeless inert, and the battlefield goes deathly quiet. A loudspeaker booms from the walls of Junkyard. This is Ike Taylor. Now's the time, survivors. The Combine's weapons are useless and their machines are jammed for half an hour. Charge! 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 Floodlights blaze to life along the walls, illuminating thousands of stunned black hats fumbling with dead weapons. The gates of Junkyard grind open and a tide of furious survivors pours out. Road gangs at the front, engines screaming and followed by civilians hungry for payback.
Well, we beat him.
So where is it? Road gangs plow through.
Hack him to death.
Road gangs plow through frozen machines and fleeing black hats alike. The convoy slams into the retreating enemy from the south, trapping them in a grinding, merciless vice that was meant to be what was meant to be conquest becomes a rout. Your truck barrels and Crazy Cow barrels through the chaos before skidding to a halt beside a massive self-propelled gun. A hover vehicle wired to an automaton brain, now a dead weight on the desert floor. Less than 50 miles away sits a command APC containing 2 red hats, both slumped motionless in their seats. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I recommend we nick them vehicles. And you get in them.
Let's deal with the automaton brain, so that the self-propelled gun can't do out.
Yep.
I'll just fry that.
Someone else can go and deal with the red hats.
Well, that's easy to do.
Let's
get
stick
an
them, folks.
APC in a hover vehicle.
Yeah.
No problem at all. At the end of everything, Junkyard still stands. When the half hour finally ends, the battlefield tells the story plainly. More than 60% of the combined force sent against Junkyard has been annihilated. What remains breaks and flees. Men and machines alike retreating north towards Denver as fast as anything still capable of movement can manage. Your convoy pulls up outside the city walls and regroups amid smoke, wreckage, and exhausted cheers of the living. There, beneath the floodlights and scorched stone, leaders converge. Ike Taylor, Goose Mattox, Joan and the Doc Schwartz grasping hands, tracing fierce hugs. At last, Ike Taylor climbs atop the vehicle, lifts a battered megaphone, and the noise slowly dies down. Today is a great day, citizens of Junkyard and friends from afar. Tonight we broke the back of the Combine. But we all know better than anyone to let an enemy like that rebuild. This fight isn't finished yet. Rumble of approval rolled through the crowd. The convoy and our mobile forces are ready to pursue Throckmorton's dogs all the way to Denver. When we get there, we won't be alone. Thousands of allies from the east are waiting. Together we'll lay siege to Denver itself and end this once and for all. The crowd erupts, hungry for more blood and shattered steel. Ike lets the roar rush over him before raising the megaphone again. Survivors, leave your wounded here. Junkyard will care for them as heroes. Okay, we'll care for them as heroes, sorry. Those of you who pledged yourselves to this cause, fuel up your rigs here or catch a ride on a truck or bus. Goose Maddox is in charge of this expedition and he's ready to roll all the way to Denver. Now let's finish this thing. The cheer that follows is thunderous. Almost immediately the work begins. Crews pack armor, repair engines, lines form for Junkyard spook juice. Fighters waiting for transport gather around files, warming stiff hands, recounting close calls. Above it all hangs the strange, exhausted joy of people who've lived through something they were never supposed to survive. It seems that Throckmorton's harvest is all but over. Well, I'll get it fixed. Indeed. Well, actually, funny, we'll get to that. So, first things first, anyone who has expended any ammunition, you can get restocked back up to your starting levels.
Well, hey.
And then the fire pops and Charvo
Alvo.
Halvo.
Yeah, the sea's silent.
See, Halvo, yeah, of course it is. Look, I'm not awake today. Stares into it like he's watching something replay behind his eyes.
After Junkyard, there wasn't any celebration that lasted. Not really. The Combine ran, and we ran right after him. 5 days of dust, smoke, and killing anything that couldn't keep up. Every time they tried to slow us down, every time they thought they could dig in and make a stand, we broke them. Didn't matter if it was black hats, busted machines, or things that should have stayed dead. We hunted the stragglers, cleaned out the ambushes, and kept moving. Folks like to talk about the glory in war. Truth is, it was just exhaustion and gunfire. Over and over. Until Denver started feeling inevitable. Vale Pass was where they tried one last time to stop us. Narrow ground, high cliffs. The perfect place to bleed an army dry. Throckmorton threw everything he had left into that choke point. Machines stacked on machines, guns layered deep, hoping the mountains would finish what his soldiers couldn't.
I lost myself there.
Didn't work. The Alliance hit him from every angle. Road gangs, convoy guns. People who had lost too much to stop now. By the time the smoke cleared, the pass belonged to us. What was left of the Combine pulled back into Denver, slammed the gates, and waited. And that is when we went into Denver.
Oh, we're actually going to have to start next week. Go now, but that's okay.
By the time we hit Denver, the siege was stalled.
Time we hit Denver, the siege was stalled. Come on, do it right.
Too many machines. No clean way in. That's when Colonel Green called us over.
He stares into the flame, his voice dropping into a rough imitation.
Morning, heroes. I've got a job for you. The Denver resistance is fixing to blow a Combine ammo factory, but they don't have the teeth to pull it off alone. They need heavy weapons, they need explosives, and they need someone who can get in and out without bringing the whole city down on their heads.
Halvo snorts quietly.
He said they'd laid down enough fire to keep the Combine looking the wrong way. Our part was the quiet bit.
He pokes the fire, sending sparks up.
We were to slip into Denver under cover of the barrage, find the Teller Brigade holed up at an old place called Rock Bottom Brewery, and then do what had to be done. No heroics, no backup, just get in, link up, and get the hell out before the machines notice what they'd lost. Green gave us an hour to get ready, said if we weren't moving by then, he'd find someone else foolish enough to try. That was the job. And that was how we went into Denver.
I hope you think you're dramatic enough here, Mr. Halvo. In Denver, Bennies don't cheer. Denver's Benny. In Denver, Benny's brewed. Good call. Good call, Joe Rama.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank
So,
you.
You're now you get to infiltrate Denver. This will be a dramatic task. It represents slipping into a fully occupied machine city under active surveillance. So your goal is to infiltrate Denver, reach the weapons factory undetected, or at least uncontained. Basically, you need to get 5 successes
Each.
Mhm.
Yeah.
5 successes, 3 rounds. Okay.
Yeah, it's a hard one because, of course, it's a heavily fortified, secure.
Yeah.
That's called a very dramatic task.
Indeed. Obviously, yeah. There's different parts, but it's all good. So that's the plan anyway. So allowed skills, or these are not completely exhaustive. If you could justify another one: stealth, athletics, notice, repair, battle, persuasion, hacking, weird science, or an arcane skill, obviously. But there's got to be you're going to have to be doing it if you're using an arcane skill. It's got to be. You've got to really justify it, and it's really got to be a rather subtle, because setting off large explosions or blowing people's heads up and stuff may trigger stuff. But we'll worry about that when the time comes.
I'm guessing.
other gadgets that aren't brain.
You can, yeah. You can use weird science to just come up with all sorts of stuff. And
Exactly,
I'm guessing Billagina hasn't got fatigue.
Billagina will not have fatigue if it's on there, so we'll get rid of that. Let's turn on dramatic tasks. I always forget to turn on dramatic tasks before I deal the cards.
Before you deal the cards, yeah.
Yeah, and if anyone had got a Joker, you would have all they got ready out of that. But unless it looks like no one got one. Dramatic task and dramatic. So obviously, I mean, from a purely obviously it's a narrative thing. You're obviously working together. So if someone manages to get 5 tokens in 2 rounds, you can spend the last round supporting someone who's not doing so well. If that makes sense.
Or presumably we can spend the last round getting extra tokens to make up for someone else that hasn't as well.
Technically, yes. The idea is, you basically need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need 35 tokens between the 5, in 7 of you.
Are you going to be rolling for Boris then?
Oh, sorry, ignoring Boris. I forgot he's still up top. Ignore me. You only need 30.
30.
Yeah.
Oh, who's got the complications? 2 people have got complications.
Billa's got a complication. Billa always has the complication.
No.
Have you noticed this?
I don't know what it is with my complications, but fortunately I have enough bennies, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I will never have.
Oh hey, and Bill got a Joker.
Well, hey, you got a Joker. That means everyone gets bennies. I'm beginning to think what we have to do is give Billa the trouble magnet card. Hindrance. Because of bad luck bad luck Billa's getting. Okay. Billa, you're up first. So obviously so at the moment you're out. Basically speaking, you are outside of Denver in the first round. The second round is first round is you getting in, breaching the defenses, getting inside Denver. The second round is navigating through Denver to reach the Telebrigade, and on the third round, it's meeting up with the Telebrigade, and then moving on towards the factory. Alan was just about to say let the bennies flow, but then the Jokers came out. Now, I could give them bennies if you feel they still deserve them, but it's up to you. Villa, it's over to you, sir.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to mention I'm not entirely convinced that Alvarez hasn't hexed me or something with bad luck because he wanted to get more kills. But that's just on a side note. I think regarding the arcane skill, I mean, it's probably heavily guarded. I would probably like to distract some of them with my psychic skills.
Cool.
I think that's reasonable. As long as it's not flamboyant and stuff, yeah, that's all good.
It's a little subtle. I point to my head and then try to... Yeah, exactly. So, let's see what psionics gives me.
While you're in Denver, if you find a fella called John Elway, ask him why he always choked in big games. 5 will get you a single success.
A single success, yeah.
In Shalene.
Well, first of all, I'm going to activate my conviction here. Second of all, I'm going to use my notice to time the guards as they go by so I can slip in behind them and over the wall without having to be seen.
Got a 7.
And I'll add a Benny to that to make it an 8, please.
Okay, that gets you 2 successes. That brings us to Crazy Cal.
Cal is going to use her thievery to help pick any lock or
I like it.
cut through any fences and that sort of thing.
Okay. Oh.
And I think we'll Benny that. Come on. Oh, for
If you don't crit fail, you'll be okay.
there we go.
That's a single success. You 20% of the way. Dogmeat.
Yeah, no. Dogmeat is going to use her stealth and to quietly sneak along.
It's a 9. Dogmeat's very stealthily sneaking along there. Good stuff.
Right.
I'm a conviction usage.
Definitely. Alvarez is going to be sneaking along as well, sort of scouting out a little bit ahead of everybody else, and making sure that not just he's hidden, but he kind of waves down anyone else so that they aren't walking into where there might be any patrols that are coming out that could spot us all. But mostly being sneaky. Now that's a raise, but I reckon we can possibly do better. Go for one more. No, apparently we can't do better. We'll just take the raise.
Okay, and last but not least is Josen.
I was thinking of just using a disguise, something to make a disguise and sneak in and do some stuff.
You've got to disguise yourself as a black hat.
Yeah, and go sneaking around and undermine their plans.
Are you? What skill are you using for that?
It's weird science. I've got to make the.
Oh, of course you are. Yep. Fine. Yeah, I like it. Yep. You basically, because you've had access to lots of black hats, so there's no problem in getting hold of the uniform, and then you can use your weird science to fake the headbanger chip. Yeah, I completely think that's a very, very cool. I love it. Go for it. Make your weird science roll. Success.
On a 14 raises. No, this is no good. Hang on a second. I know what's wrong. Hang on.
You need to go, ooh. Oh, I haven't loaded the jail up. I have to load the jail up next time. Oh my word! Look at those. Those are burning dice. That's an 11.
Okay.
You want to do anything for that 11?
Well, go on, fuck it. One more Benny. Right.
Well, you can Benny it and turn the 11 to a 12.
To a 12. You don't have to roll. You just you just go for it as.
That's the other Benny thing you're using, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Benny.
Benny. It's actually called I Got This. But so you can say I got this and spend the Benny, but also it's the official way to do it. But at the same time, the unofficial way, because everyone does it here, which is brilliant. They just go for it by spending a penny. I will accept either. So the second round, you have successfully infiltrated into Denver. You now have to get across Denver to make contact with the Teller Brigade. Crazy Cal has a complication at the moment, which is okay. You can deal with that.
Not anymore. Hopefully, good.
And
dog meat's good too. All right.
like there are no complications. Complications
That's
are.
not right. I need to roll another one.
Have you got? You haven't. Have you?
I have.
Oh, you did have a club.
What did I roll? Yeah. Yeah. So I'll take the diamond. I have too many bennies. That's the reason.
Are these cards available? Is this action deck available, Kevin?
Yeah, this is the horror deck, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, it's not, is it?
It's a deck I made.
Right.
I
Really
actually owned. I bought the cards off Drive-Thru, and then I made them into a deck. So
cool.
I can't technically make it available for sale, but obviously I can work out which cards they are and basically point you in the general direction, because the cards were because they were already I can't remember if we had to cut them out from PDFs, this one, or they were already pre-done. I can't remember which way around it is, but yeah, there's a couple of decks. The one that really annoys me is I've made the Deadlands Dark Ages deck, and it's not available to be purchased, so I can't make it available.
Yep.
Very annoying, that one. But anyway,
not yet. Just get it ready.
Well, I made it ready, and I've
pinnacle
contacted them
stuff.
as well. Yeah, I've contacted them as well. Okay, Alvarez is up first.
So we're meeting up with the Teller Brigade at the moment. Yes.
You're inside Denver now. You've got past the fortifications, everything. You're now manoeuvring through Denver to meet the Teller Brigade. Yes.
Okay, so Alvarez has been given the passwords that we need in order to identify ourselves to the Teller Brigade. So he's going to use, if the GM will allow it, his Spanish language skill. To be fluent in the passcodes that need to be given to meet us up with the Teller Brigade.
If you want to use language Spanish, I'm not going to say no.
Why Spanish and not Mandarin?
Well, I do have Mandarin as well.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, Alvarez does actually speak Mandarin as well as Spanish.
He really does. It's on his character sheet. I suspect that's more a Lost Colony plan language, isn't it?
All right.
It might be,
I understand.
It might be.
But my mind immediately went to, Chinese. Nobody understands that shit.
Exactly, yeah. But obviously, Lost Colony is so easy to turn into Firefly. I can see why you picked it for later on.
Hey, there we go. There you go. Five successes.
5 successes so far. Crazy Cal is up next.
All right, Cal is going to use her stealth this time.
Okay.
I'm going to try see if I can get a raise, because I don't want to have to try to get 3 raises on the next time. Oh, that's 2.
That means you only need a raise next time. Nicely done. You avoid the patrols and stay out of sight very well there. Kid Shalene is up next. It says your conviction is about to expire, Kid Shalene.
Conviction extended. I'll be using my athletics to sneak carefully across the roofs and jump across the lanes and hide behind the parapets of the roofs and not be seen by them.
Sounds very good to me. Go for it. Parkour, I forgot parkour. As well as batter up the kangaroo used to shout parkour. Billa, you're next.
Okay, so one of the guards looked at me a little funny.
Okay.
And so my short stubble on my head that regrew, I just concentrated a little and my hair burned off. So I use intimidation to make him shut up.
Okie dokie. That gets you your second of the required 5
Yeah,
successes.
but I think I'll try again because a raise would be better, I think. What to hell with it. Another one. Come on, be intimidated.
Oh
Yeah, finally.
No!
Yeah, I don't care. 8. Get me a raise.
And last but no least, this dog meat.
No, Josan's after me. Anyway, dog meat
sorry.
is going to
Right, Josan.
use her notice this time
Mm.
to take a look and make sure
Sniff out the
that
enemy.
or sniff around and make sure the bad guys are not coming our way, and
A most
so she can
excellent plan.
let us know where they are so we can avoid. The rest of us can avoid them. And I think we'll Benny that and try again. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
dog
we'll
meat has
spend
4.
the Benny
Okay.
on that. Turn it into a 12.
Okay, so as it stands, as we get to Josan, who is go last, we have
On 23 successes before Josan rolls.
there you go then. Thank you. I was going to have to add them up, but thank you. Having complete speech word salads today. Josan, you're up.
Sorry, I'm just taking a screenshot.
I guess.
Ixnay on the aim play.
I don't think screenshot is a skill actually.
No, it's definitely not. I'm going to continue sneaking through, but I mean, we've got to go and get to somewhere and just keep the disguise going, I suppose, isn't it? But
It's up
just
to
gotta
you.
walk through like we're
Like you own the place.
like we own the place, yeah. Then yeah.
Go for it.
What have I got? A diamond, so there's nothing special, is it? Or do I get a +20?
There's no modifiers on the dramatic task due to the cards. Just in the quick combats. It's adventure. Actually, I quite like them. I might keep those card modifiers. That make things interesting. You got a 7.
Do I want a 7 or do I want?
Oh.
You got a 7.
Yeah, that's bollocks. I think I was sitting there thinking, "Oh fuck, there's a critical one," but it didn't crit fail.
You can spend a Benny and turn that to an 8.
You got a 7.
Just spend the penny and turn that to an 8.
Yes. You can go for it.
Yeah, you've got to remember that one. It's a very useful one, and that I do. That's why I quite like it. That close. It's like, oh, what the hell. Okay, the final round. You have met up with the Tanner Brigade, exchanging passwords in Spanish, and now with the Tanner Brigade, who are basically part of the Denver Resistance. You and them are now moving through Denver towards the factory. This area is is slightly more intensely patrolled than other areas. You feel that as you're getting closer and closer to your destination, everything should be. You can feel the pressures building up, but it should all be good. I'm just going to see if anyone has a complication. I can't see anyone having a complication.
Josan's got one. Our little firebrand's got a complication.
Yep. Dog meat's got honor 2, so we'll give a Benny to dog meat.
Thank you. Woof.
First time without a complication.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it? That's
Actually,
Yeah,
Josan's got a
it feels nice actually.
It's just a penalty of complication, isn't it? So that's okay.
It's worse than that, because if you fail when you're on a complication, it counts as a crit fail.
Right.
Which takes away 2 tokens, I know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, but Crazy Cal's up. I mean, it's rather in keeping, actually. He keeps trying to bluff his way through, so he's obviously going to run into a red hat.
Cal is going to use her. We have to break into a building, don't we?
No. Breaking into the building will be next week. This is just getting to the building.
This is getting. Well, then
Yeah.
we'll roll our stealth again. Yes.
Actually, it'll be assaulting the building next week.
And that's no good. I need 2, so we will try that again.
I mean, don't forget, you don't necessarily have to get 5. You just need to hope someone else gets.
Yeah, I know, but it's.
Yeah.
I'd
You know what I
rather.
mean, though.
I'd
Yeah.
rather
It's a
not
matter of
have to
honor.
worry about it.
You'd rather pull your own weight. And let's face it, you got 6. Apart from ignoring critical failures, we will be wrapping up after this dramatic task today. So you can't keep them if you're over. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm gonna spend a Benny or spend a conviction.
Conviction. Okay.
And try that and Benny that again.
Go for it. Ah, there you go.
That looks good.
That's a 14.
Right.
Oops.
36 successes.
That's 6 success. You got 6 successes in total there. That's not bad.
All right. Well, that's good. That
You
means
just
there's
dragging the
a spare there
14
in
into
case
the
someone
box, or
else
you
doesn't
typing?
do it.
If you
I was
drag the
typing.
14 from, if you drag the 14 from the chat into the box, it'll do the calculation for you.
Brilliant. I should try that on Billagina now.
Yeah, so I'm not dumb. The last guy needed some convincing, so I'm doing that first now.
Okay.
And then the only thing I haven't tried, apart from trying to manipulate their minds or intimidate them, which both didn't go that well.
Yep.
I'm trying to sneak now. Let's see if that is better suited for me.
Go for it. Let's see how your stealth is. That is an 11.
And
which gives you exactly the 5 you need. But of course, you can turn that into a 12.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Giving you 6 as well.
Perfect.
So that's, and obviously, I'm ignoring the fact. I think we already know you've done it, but as it stands, you need 18 more successes.
How much better can we do it?
Yeah, you have 18 successes left. Once I know you've done it, but I haven't resolved you all yet, so you've still got 18 to go. Alvarez, you're up next.
So at one point, as we're getting close to the building we're going to assault, in spite of all the sneaking and so on, one of the a small patrol of black hats does come round the corner, and there's that moment where we all look at each other and everything's frozen for just a second. And I would like to use fighting to take them out quickly and silently before they have a chance to sound the alarm.
Okay. Oh, crit fail! That's a crit fail, which means one of them does give off the alarm. Right, so I had +2 back
and
on
I just throw side glances at Alvarez.
It is 2 1s. Is it?
The conviction is the conviction's a 1. That doesn't. It's a 4 and a 1.
Conviction increases your chance of a crit fail.
No, technically conviction isn't a trait die, but that's one of Kev's house rules. Is because you're rolling more dice, you have a chance.
If it was a crit fail, it would be red. It would say crit fail. But yeah.
Oh, well, I will take it back.
Doing your dodgy house rules.
No, it's not my house rule. That's old error. That's saying that one. If it doesn't count, it doesn't count. So you'll be okay then.
Well, then I will Benny it anyway because I want to get better than that.
Yeah, Alvarez wants to avoid my massive side eye.
Yeah. There you go. I'll get 4 successes.
That's much better.
I agree. But don't blame me. I'm not the one who made that rule. I explained that was a rule.
Listen, we have to have words with him. Next time we see him, we're going to have words with him. All right? Going to tell him right off.
Right, so let's take 2 off for that. And we hit a resolve. My word. You single-handedly halve the required number of tokens, you know. With your
Now I'm
9
gonna get
successes there.
just being rude. I'm gonna get a crit foul now. You watch.
Well, you do have a complication. Kid Shalene, don't worry about your conviction expiring. You don't need to maintain. You know what I mean? There's no point in maintaining it. Kid Shalene, you're up. Just got.
All right, I'm going to use my survival to find an alternate route to get to the explosives factory.
Sounds good to me. Make that roll. Wow.
Whoa.
25.
6 successes. Way.
Okay, so that means
With the survival knife too.
Yeah.
that means you are already you're 1 over your required amount. That gets us to Josen. Josen, you have a complication. Fortunately, you know how you've been passing yourself off as a black hat as you go along.
Yeah.
With that
Unfortunately,
hair, he's got to be trying to pass himself off as a red hat.
Unfortunately, as you walk around the corner, well, this lot don't need pennies from me. No, not now. They don't. As you walk around the final corner, it's just as you near the factory, you find yourself facing 2 red hat officers who scrutinise you immensely closely.
Oh, I see.
So dramatic.
Mm.
Don't know.
I've got
22.
Well, I'm not going to try and stealth my way out of it because my stealth is good.
Might be time to persuade them, isn't it? I suppose it's up to you. Yeah,
I could try and
it's at
persuade them.
It's -2 station. It's up to you. You can use whatever you want. If you just want.
I could. What I do is I notice behind them that one of the machines looks faulty, and I walk up to it and start repairing it to distract them from my. Yeah.
I will let you get away with that. That's a nice use because repair. You have a +2 on your repair.
There's something wrong with this. The gussets flapping on the flange on this.
Wowzers! So that gets you. Green hats are, yeah, I know green hats are engineers, but mate, that's okay. Don't worry. Okay, so that's an 18, all told.
Yeah, I started off with the green hats.
My word, another 9 successes. That gives you 10 tokens more than you need. And last but not least is dog meat.
Well, dog meat is going to use her athletics to jump up on the fire escape, start going up along the roofs and jumping across from roof to roof to roof, practicing her parkour.
Okay.
And that is a success.
That is a success.
And
That's all
she
you
has
need.
5. We only needed 5, right?
Yep. That's 6 successes. So you ended up getting 16 tokens more than you needed. So congratulations, you have successfully infiltrated and traversed across the heavily fortified and heavily patrolled streets of Denver. And as we leave the party here, you can see ahead of you the weapons factory. That's where we shall begin next week. I hope you had fun. I certainly did.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I shall see you all on next Tuesday for part 2 of our Lost Colony prologue. Take care. See you later, guys. Bye now.
See ya.
Take care,
Thank you very
everyone.
much.